operations manager. This little guy came to us last Thursday after someone called in and said he was laying out south, and when he was brought in, you guys might know his story, when he was brought in, he couldn't walk or stand, so we carried him through the shelter. And so over the weekend, we've been doing daily blood work. He's been on IV fluids, and because he's so skinny, he can't retain his heat, so he's also on a heating pad. So right now, today, we reran blood work again this morning. He's slowly getting better, and we're being really careful about how much we're feeding and what kind of food we are feeding him, because if we feed too fast or the wrong type of food, we can cause shifts in his blood work that can be really dangerous for him. So right now, he's going a little bit up in his weight. He's able to eat and sit up a little bit on his own. He's still way too weak to be able to stand up or walk at this time. So again, we know that he didn't walk to that location on his own. We are still asking the public for help at this time. I want you to think about maybe months ago, you remember seeing him in someone's backyard, or you knew your neighbor maybe got a new dog and you haven't seen him for months and he looks pretty similar. We have had cases that neighbors have seen dogs a few months ago and then didn't realize that the dogs were still living in the home inside crates. As you can see, his hair coat here is yellow, which means we've been laying in urine for a prolonged period of time. That's how dogs get that. So that's something that we know that he was unable to get out of his urine and his feces for a prolonged period of time. He doesn't smell very good still right now. And as much as I'd love to bathe him, it's not a great thing to do at this time. We can do some wiping and things like that, but because of his temperature and because he can't hold himself up, I don't want to necessarily put him in any kind of bath. We have had a wonderful outpouring from all of you guys, and we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. You guys have commented and asked how is he doing, and I love it, and keep doing it because we'll keep on answering those questions. But I know the other question has come up about adoptions. So right now he is still not out of the woods, and we are still medically managing him. It's going to be several weeks before we feel pretty comfortably medically with him, and then we'll start looking at him behaviorally. So you guys will get updates on the Facebook page, and once we get to an adoption discussion, that will be probably several months down the road. So please don't fill out applications for him. We're not doing a wait list. I know that's hard to hear, but we can't think of that right now. I'm still worried about him every day and making sure everything's looking okay for him.
Thank you so much, Laura.